Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Frost and Fire. Last episode, we had a brand new Gorillo finally get tamed after many attempts, and this Gorillo is named Maverick after one of my patrons. We also have Redfoot, who's been a guest here for quite some time. She is going to be taking off in 3 hours, and for her last 3 hours, I'm going to allow her to recreate. My plan for the Mech cluster that has landed here, the plan is for me to wait for the neuroformer I receive as reward for guarding Redfoot and giving that neuroformer to Hippie. Raptor here was our Psycaster, or still is. His Psycasts are based upon royal favor, and he's eventually going to work his way up to Count, and I don't want to give him the Neuroformer because once he becomes a Count, it would be a wasted Neuroformer. And the reason I picked Hippie is a misandrist with a very painful scar on her leg. When you are in pain, you recover your Psycast faster. And because of that, she's going to be a more powerful Psycaster than anyone else in the group. Certainly more than Gabe, who is cyclically deaf, obviously. But for that reason, she will get additional heat recovery due to her stab scar on her leg. And for that reason, she's going to be my Psycaster once Redfoot takes off. So Redfoot here is just recreating, trying to get her mood up a little bit more right before she takes off. So analyzing this mech cluster, I am going to want to mine out a little tunnel here so that we might be able to attack these charge turrets from behind. Oh, great. Exactly what I needed. A social fight where Redfoot is on her way out and she's wounded. Well, isn't that perfect? But yeah, here as you can see, because Raptor's in a little bit of pain, you can actually see his pain boost is giving him heat recovery, and that's a pain boost heat recovery that that Hippie would have all the time due to that pretty severe scar on her leg. So here is Redfoot's. Here, I'm gonna make you clean up blood. I think who started this fight? Redfoot started it, really. Backhanded compliment to Raptor's hairstyle, and Raptor returned with fists. Well, okay. I think you guys didn't like one another. Yeah, you really didn't. Alright, well the shuttle has arrived, and it's time for Redfoot to leave. She doesn't really have actually, we took her weapon. She doesn't really have anything we want to keep. And here, a pod will arrive of the neuroformer that Hippie is going to install in her brain. I like how in RimWorld you can just install a neuroformer into your brain yourself. You, for some reason or other, don't need surgery or anything like that. And it gave her word of trust. Boo. Man, I have been getting maybe not the worst luck possible, but pretty bad luck about the neuroformer or the Psycasts I'm granted. They're terrible. There is really no way around it. They're just terrible. But whatever. All right, so now Hippie has words of trust, much the way that Raptor does. I can buy Psycasts for her to use in the future. That might be more helpful. And, of course, just to make matters worse, we have a Psychic Drone high. I'm going to set everybody to fine meals to try to counteract the Psychic Drone effects, because we don't want anyone to have a mental break while we fight mech clusters. Speaking of mech clusters, when JD and Gabe are awake, I'm going to have them switch to sniper rifles. The purpose of this is so that if this mech assembler does manage to make centipedes, which it might, I will have the correct weapon to fight them. Charge lances don't really have enough range to effectively fight mech clusters. They're too short ranged, And for that reason, I'm going to switch to sniper rifles. That's exactly actually why I made the sniper rifles in the first place. So once everybody is... maybe I'll wait for Raptor to heal up. Oh, he's just about healed. Yeah, he's healed. Now that everybody is nice and happy... Well, not really. I mean, as you can see, JD's mood is really terrible. Oh my god. Really terrible. I'm going to fight that mech cluster the best I am able as soon as Hippie wakes up and eats. Actually, we have a lot of our guys need to take a meal. Ooh, I hear some fire. How about we put this fire out, as it is ruining my steel. And instead of breaking that down, let's just haul the components. It's slightly more important. So let's take a look at needs. Raptor, Bash, Phoenix. Alright, I think just about everybody is ready to go. Gabe is actually, he mined one of the 2 slags out. There we go. So he is just about ready. Everybody's just about ready. Perfect. Now, whether their moods hold up, I don't really know, but we'll figure that out. So, Bash and Phoenix are going to head over to this wall here in order to do damage to the charge turret and Inferno turret. And all of my snipers are going to line up down here to get ready for sniping the fog controller and then whatever mech comes out of this capsule. Yeah, I don't know what's in that capsule, but I know I'm going to have to deal with it. Gabe, I somehow forgot, so he's going to catch up too. Alright, so let's get these guys into position. I'm going to be bashing walls here and here. And firing on the fog controller. So it looks like a Scyther, a Pikeman, and a Lancer. And those mechs are going to be beelining for me in a second, I think. They're just taking a minute to register the fact that I'm here and attacking them. Alright, so my snipers are going to back up so that we can shoot at the Scyther full range. And the Lancer and Pikeman fortunately went after my Brawlers, which is ideal. Alright, Gabe, you're needed. Alright, so Phoenix and Bash will finish this off. Phoenix has a few punches on him, but nothing too terrible. Alright, let's split up so that we can take out this the Scyther without getting sliced. Alright, Phoenix, I am going to patch you up very rudimentary so that you can start... Oh, not here though. Not here. No, that is a spicy little hospital bed. Let's go south. Taking a look at the Scyther. It's... There we go. Gone. Alright, so now let's stack up, and the assembler is really the next thing I want to destroy. This is going to be making a centipede now. Actually, right now. It's about to pop out. Well, ain't that great. Okay, so I do have to be careful about line of sight with this here. Phoenix, you're definitely not going to get a full complement of healing. There's no time. Get you guys southbound and out of here. So we do have a centipede coming to us, and that is exactly why I switched to these sniper rifles. Unfortunately, that Inferno launching sniper or mech managed to get Phoenix. I'll try to put Phoenix out. Okay, Phoenix is out. Good. All right, your range. Everybody's almost in range, so let's keep backing up. I really wish I had like skip sidecast or something, because Phoenix is... He's slowing down, and as he's slowing down, that centipede is just going to continually be able to slam him. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have him back way the heck up, and my snipers will manage the mech. So Phoenix head over here, and Bash will attempt to heal you. Let's keep backing up. Alright, this centipede is most of the way dead. I did just hear... Okay, cauterize. Let's get you back to the crab zone for now. I don't want you hauling. It's a little too dangerous. Phoenix here should be fine. And then I'm a little worried about Raptor and, well, all the rest of the males that are having a super big mental break as a result of... I caught him. As a result of the droner that's happening right now. And with Raptor hurt, that's not going to help things. Come on, Centipede, just die already. It's been shot like 15 times, 20 times. Okay, we're almost in range again. Guess I have to back up some more. So Raptor, you got some light burns. Burns on your jaw, though. That's kind of nasty. Alright, it's done. Hippie, you are the only one I'm going to continue to use. Because she's female, she's not suffering from the... Okay, Raptor, you should haul that. She's not suffering from the droner quite in the same way. I'm going to have all of my guys haul their meals back to the base so that they benefit from the dining room. And we have an electrical short in our cave. Oh, joy. When it rains, you know, when it rains. Well, unfortunately, we didn't have this as a home zone, so I have to set that up. So what I'm hoping to do is to have Hippie cut through this weather controller and make a way for her or someone to be able to destroy the assembler. Now, I can always just kill off the centipedes with sniper rifles if need be, but given everybody's current mood, that might be a little tough because everybody is sour, I think is the nicest thing I could say. We're relying on fine moods and all that. And yeah, there we go. Alcohol binge. Let's go ahead and load up our alcohol. Into the pod so that he can't binge on it. Now, it's not so much about... Let me take a look at this again. Maybe if I cut a hole here, it'll be better. Let me try that. I don't know if I'll be able to get a shot on this mech assembler very easily, but I'll try. So Gabe is not totally... oh, because he's cyclically deaf. Yes. Yes. I forgot about that. So Gabe isn't feeling the droner either. Alright, so the concept here is to back up so that we can't be under fire from these because they can't see us, but to be able to fire directly at the assembler. Mr. Gabe, would you be so kind as to join Hippie out there? Because I don't really want to have to deal with more centipedes than I need to. I'd very much like to be done with it. Alright, and the psychic drone just ended. Good. It was a high psychic drone, so it was a really bad one. And Hippie has not yet hit the assembler once. There we go. Now we're starting to get it. Okay, now that the assembler's gone, there won't be anything blocking these mini slugger turrets from hitting us. So what I'm going to do is... Hippie, you should haul that. You should haul this. Is to go home. And the rest of this cluster... Oh, God. The rest of this cluster I can clean up with the brawlers. I can clean up with Bash if I do it cleverly. And Phoenix once he's done binging. But Phoenix is going to be injured for a bit, so probably just Bash. Bash will have to do it by himself. Not an excellent feeling, but I think he can handle it. He is, well, he's Bash after all, right? So the Mech cluster, which was, or the Centipede assembler, which was probably the most dangerous part of this cluster, has been disabled. The fog controller, the fog weather controller is really not that much of an issue. That wasn't the really dangerous part. Okay, Bash has ready apparel because we haven't made new pants, so we'll work on that. And I want him to move here, hug the wall, and we'll start clearing out the rest of the cluster. Oh, and that's another auto turret built. Okay, good. JD is breaking down the old clusters, and Bash is getting ready to destroy the new ones. Okay, I would say if the charge turret has it... Oh, come on, Bash, what are you doing? No, stop fighting fires. If this charge turret has an actual shot on me, it's the most dangerous. So I'm going to work on that. Bash is really out here alone, so I got to be a little careful. And now that everybody is over the droner, I'm going to switch back to simple meals. So yeah, it is pretty important that I am within the dead zone of the charge turret here. I don't want this thing firing on me. Okay, get clear. Start working the other one. Get clear. Haha, missed me. Alright, what's left? We have this Inferno over here, which I will make my way to now. Can't hit this. No. And then we'll just be down to mini turrets, which are pretty inconsequential, as long as you have a shield belt. If you don't have a shield belt, they can be pretty annoying. They can get lucky shots into, you know, soft organs or whatever, but it doesn't happen all that often. All right, Gabe, you are farming up a storm. That's cool. Now, the rotted corpses that I have to see because this cluster landed pretty much directly upon... oh, my shield belt's about to go. And there it is. The mini sluggers actually destroyed one another. All right, I'm going to self-tend with no meds and wait for my shield belt to recharge so I can take out the rest, because... I still move at over 100% speed, so even though I have a slightly wounded right leg, I think I should be okay. Okay. Well, we can't load up any more beer, but that's fine. Ooh, but all this beer is fermented. Let's hopefully not pull that fermented beer out until... Oh, I'm going to have to see so many more dead corpses. Let's go up this way. Let's go this way. Because this is a dead spot, too, that the sluggers... Well, this one can see me, but the others can't. Okay, I don't want to get shot by putting out this fire. Oh, there was more beer. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Okay, so let's purposely redeem this beer and load all of it up. How hammered did he get without me noticing that there was backup beer? Oh, he's only tipsy. Okay. So I haven't made that much of a mistake. Let's load this up with beer. All of it. Load. There. My shield belt is full. Sending it. And let it recharge so it doesn't zero. And there's just one left. The anima tree went down about half, as you can see, in the process of the stuff blowing up on it. Alright, my shield belt's gone because that thing just, it just instantly blew up, but that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna actually put out the fires here before doing anything else. Alright. Good job, Bash. Bash, the mech cluster clearing beast. The rest of everybody else is just hanging out and smelting and stuff like that. Bash is putting in the hard work. Alright. The slug turrets are going to be important for me to install next, so I'll work towards that. Boom! Cluster cleared. There is, of course, the... Oh, the high mech shield actually blew up on its own. And now, I will set to destroy this entire, cluster walls. I'm going to cancel this for now. I'm not going to worry about that so much. Gabe, what are you doing? You're digging at the gold deep drill. That's good. I want to have a very healthy amount of gold so that I can make a lot of bionics and, advanced weaponry and stuff like that. Phoenix is no longer trying to drown his sorrows in beer. So I'm going to be able to use this beer again for recreation. I just wanted to, put it away. Oh, yep. As you can see, Bash is immediately like, ooh, beer? Sure. I'll take it. There we go. What else? So we do have double tattered apparel. For Phoenix, it is a shirt. And for Bash, it is pants. So, taking a look at that, I'm going to have JD start working on that. Let's do the pants first. I think Bash deserves them. If we take a look at the details, we are going to make them out of gorilla leather. And JD, I'm going to stop you from building the slug turrets and prioritize smithing and tailoring over that task. Great. Gabe is stocking our shelves with all of the steel that we just broke down. I want to get the steely broken down. Maybe not so much the walls. The sandstone walls are kind of lower priority. But this is a lot of limestone that I might be able to put towards killbox improvements. Because there's a lot of killbox improvements I would like to make. Just because it looks like I've made progress does not mean it's done. It just means there's more to go. Alright, JD, you are shredding mechanoids. Oh, that's cute. Let's tailor over Smith. I should have noticed that. This is a little warming box if we get stuck out in the winter. Not that it's winter, but wouldn't hurt to set that up. Another thing I wanted to do is, Hippie, I'm going to have you do other tasks. I don't need so much slag processing. I wouldn't mind some cleaning and some hauling. This tunnel in particular, because it got set on fire. And a psychic soothe. Nice. So we went from a drone to a soothe. So, taking a look at JD, if you're back to construction, it means you've made the pants? But people have tattered apparel, so I doubt it. Let's take a look. No, you made the pants. Yeah, there's cloth pants here that I could wear. So let's do a button-down shirt made of gorilla leather as well. And then I'll unsuspend the dusters. So this one duster is cloth, which was one I had in progress, and another duster will be out of crab. All right, so some of that tattered apparel still has not trickled down to the people that need it. I don't know why. They just haven't taken the time to wear it, because there's obviously... here's his old pants. Oh, he's wearing barely sufficient turtle hide pants. So I'll probably, as a result, make a second pair of pants. Because the ones that he put on are about to be tattered. Oh my god, JD, just finish one thing. This is 6 work left and 4 work left. It's like, aye. Alright, so that will be earmarked for Bash. And then this shirt, probably earmarked for Bash as well. Because Bash is very likely to be the one getting the most hurt. And then I'll clear Force. And the only other tattered apparel we have left is Phoenix, and it's his shirt. Phoenix's shirt. I don't think I have a spare. Oh, no, this one is applicable. And this one is perfect condition. Okay, great. So let's move on to other clothing then. Here's the duster. I'm going to clear all these. So this duster is the cloth one that I want to continue work on, and then I'll make the crab one thereafter. We are starting to get heat stroke, initial heat stroke. Just being outside, par for the course. Alright, so Phoenix went from mental break to the blissful catharsis 100% mood. We are running out of uranium. That I see. What I could do is to have 2 drills. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to have 2 drills. I'd also like to design a sapper trap. I don't yet have all the materials I need for a sapper trap, but that's something I want to build before too long. One that catches sappers so that we don't have to worry too much about sappers ripping through our colony like they sometimes are able to do. We are... Actually, I'm going to suspend this. Sorry, Bash. I don't want to use up all of my rice for fine meals. I want to leave some of it so that we can make the simple meals, because right now we're eating simple meals because no one has any mood problems. Bash is cranking out some additional tea for us. JD is finishing up that duster. He's still crafting in a bad temperature on a hand tailor, trying to milk as much crafting skill as we can. And actually, I think he just hit 16, so it works. So that duster is done. And that duster was just one that I had queued up. And now he's working on the crab one. Oh, and here is a baby crab. Speaking of crabs. Yes, so Cauterize, you are going to be able to, and I should have said this a long time ago, you're going to be able to go back on the unrestricted hauling. And let's take a quick look just to make sure that that looks the way it should. Yes, I don't see any problems with unrestricted hauling at all. Maybe, if anything... Oh, Fire Foam has done research. Maybe, if anything, making sure that he doesn't go into the nuke room. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The restricted hauling looks wrong. I guess, yeah, restricted hauling is just like stay in the base, don't go anywhere. That's been updated. The void zones I no longer need because I don't have mech clusters to avoid. But I do have to sort of consider the heat stroke amount that our guys might accumulate, because it is now 190 degrees. It's almost boiling out. It's almost boiling temperature. All right, cauterize hauling slag. Now the Gabe and Bash, because of their coats, their dusters. Oh, Raptor's putting on a concert. Gabe and Bash are somewhat resistant to the heat because of the clothing that they wear, but everybody else is pretty vulnerable and I have to keep an eye on that. How do we still have tattered apparel? Buddy, I think we have tattered apparel because I haven't set the... Oh, yes, that is it. I haven't set the hit point threshold, or the hit point threshold for clothing. And Phoenix was holding on to his leather shirt, even though he should have ditched it. So this is Raptor's little concert that he's putting on. If you're unfamiliar with what a concert is, if you have an instrument, everybody who goes will gain recreation and social energy. And they have a long-lasting positive mood effect from all the social contact and, everything else. So if you take a look, everybody is hopefully positively socializing to some degree or another. And then if you take a look at their moods, well, we have a lot going on, but the listening to harp is in there. Now they're also getting ravenously hungry. There they go. They're like, oh, food now. And the concert is concluded. So with a concluded concert, attended concert +8. And that lasts for 10 days. And then Raptor has a attended concert, again, +8 for 10 days. A very, very good reward, I suppose. So, moods are high and hopefully inspirations, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So once these slug turrets are built, I'm going to start setting up for sappers. Ooh, pemmican. More free crab food. Okay, that deep drill should be built any second now. Wow, everybody is in the green. Fantastic. I'm not really sure what to do about all those rebel farmers. I'd like to bury them or at least burn them so that their bodies aren't littering the landscape and causing mental problems. So with this additional duster, I think I'm going to force... Ooh, that's an excellent one. It's the best duster I've made so far. JD, you know what? How about you wear it for yourself? So now his temperature, just like the others, are easily in the acceptable to be outdoors level. I'm going to have JD do some smithing now. I'm going to queue smithing up higher than construction so that he starts making the bionics. There it is, bionic leg. One of the huge advantages of a bionic leg over, non-bionic, which might not be obvious, is, and I'll read this in a second, is that bionic legs will help you flee. Like, if you're hypothermic or whatever, the faster you move, the sooner you get to safety. And one of the huge advantages of a bionic leg is, well, you'll flee to safety faster. Another advantage of the bionic leg over a organic one is you won't get frostbite in those appendages. You won't get fingers or, well, if you have a bionic leg, you won't get toe frostbite, for instance. Royal apparel has been researched. Let's get harpsichord. I'm researching that ahead of time because as Raptor ascends his royal favor, which he might do right now. Yeah, it looks like I have the ability to get some additional honor. As Raptor ascends his royal favor, he's going to need royal clothing and harpsichords and pianos eventually. So, a sunblocker, a charge turret, 2 centipedes. Yes, I will accept this for Raptor. So this is a request. A swarm will attack us. We bait the swarm to us instead of to, you know, my allies. So here is the cluster. Quite small, if you ask me. So there's a sunblocker, which really is going to be annoying for our solar generators. And then really nothing to stop me from mortaring it. As I could see. Now, one thing I might want to do is set up an avoid zone just so that nobody's really all that near there. Because I wouldn't want anyone caught in the open. So that would be... Honestly, this whole cave system, I don't want anyone going in there. And then avoid the surrounding area here, which is a pretty significant swath of the map. And then if this swath is being included, let's not go into this corner up here either. Just, this is all big safety precautions, but ones that, you know, might keep me alive. We'll see. Invert the avoid, schedule it, and then change the unrestricted crabbing to the same sort of deal where they stay away. I do plan on sort of shelling this this cluster. That's going to be the way I deal with this and pissing them off from a distance. But I'll probably start shelling in the morning rather than right now because it's nighttime. It's sleep time. Also, it wouldn't hurt to have some bionic legs underfoot. But the sun blocked. So with the sun blocked, the question is, how secure is my power grid? Obviously, I gave up getting this steam geyser as a power source, which, you know, I could have utilized. Hippie is, yep, get a little hot. I see the hypothermic indicator. Whoa. I mean, thanks for the patch leather, but you clipped my base. You actually broke, or not broke, but damaged some conduit there. Mr. Randy. I mean, I don't mean to look a gift horse in the mouth, but dude, watch out. So this room out here is not heated or cooled. So that means that it would require someone like Bash to manage the mortars, right? Because it's too hot in there for normal people to be in. All right, let me turn off this deep drill. Save a little power. So, Mr. Bash, instead of training cauterize, let's man this mortar. Set force target for the sunblocker. And start nuking away. They've woken up. And they're calling in some backup. I actually hit the sunblocker, which is pretty cool. So all the backup they called is just more Lancers. So this is very Lancer heavy. The auto charge turret there is a little annoying because it has very good coverage. But I'm feeling confident about my ability to just shell these guys to death. I will need to make some additional shells. So I'm going to make shells until I have, let's say, 25. And that also means I'm going to need to crank out some organics. Now the question is, what do I make organics from? I think I'm going to make it from pemmican. And we'll make this, no, 3 times for now. We'll see how much I need. Oh, I broke something. Don't know what that was, but something got broke. Let's try to actually watch one of these shells for once. Into the mountain. Thunk. Alright, so JD is making shells. That hit and damaged a Lancer. Did not hit the Sunblocker much. Bash, I think the best spot for me to aim for would be sort of here. That way it's less likely to hit these mountains. Take another look. It touched down somewhere, but I don't think it did any damage. Again, mortars are dreadfully inefficient. One way to, if I really, so just an idea. If I really needed this destroyed, one way I could do it is I could use my pod launchers and launch shells to sit right next to the Sunblocker. I think that's actually probably a better way. So I'm going to take him off of shelling for now and work smarter, not harder. And I think that's probably the right approach. So Gabe here is cranking out the uranium so that we can finish off these uranium slug turrets, because we don't have enough uranium. Raptor could call Aerodrone Strike, which would help to damage this, but I think I'm going to go with the shells approach. I'm not likely to manage the shells approach this episode, however. I just wanted to make clear because I am running out of time. But we'll see how far I get. Oh, come on. Finish that portion. Yeah, thank you. 98%. Come on now. Alright, butchering creatures for insects. We will start on mega spiders, but I'm going to set it up as numbers. So I do them one at a time. And then when we butcher them, I would like to take it to the kitchen. And that way we can make more pemmican. Pemmican is labor intensive, but I'm okay with the labor. I accept that it costs. So the idea for the shells... oh man, this is going to cost a lot of steel, but that's alright. I'm going to get one more shell here. Here it is. Alright, launch group. Shell. I'm going to load 2 shells in here. 2 shells in here. And this works honestly best if you have a lot more shells than I currently have. 2 shells in here. Okay. And then we will deliver the shells around the sunblocker and where all the mechs sit. Again, very, very expensive, but actually might be cheaper than just shelling and hoping for accuracy. And yeah. Let's put another pile there. Okay. It also doesn't cost a lot of chem fuel for the launch because we're not actually launching very far. And then if we take a look, this zone now has a bunch of shells that will explode if hit by bombardments. And that way I can try to shell the area, and well, let's do that now. Bash, I'm going to interrupt your pemmican making and see if we can't hit. So here comes the where is it? Here it is. And totally wide. But JD just made one. Let's have him try to fire one he made. Again, I wanted to reiterate, light level in here doesn't matter, skill doesn't matter, nothing matters. Mortars are just random. They're just RNG random weapons. There's no way to improve your mortar accuracy or anything like that. Okay, well, we had a good hit. We hit the sunblocker, we killed a pikeman. We didn't actually do anything other than just a nuisance. But that mech cluster is going to have to wait for next episode. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will catch you next episode. Farewell, everybody.